A very common question that we are getting about Zoho One, it's what's included in Zoho One. What is it? Is it a license? Is it an application? Who can use it? And so on. In this session, I am going to cover everything. So I've created for you an entire chart that will go from the license itself, how to use it, from the beginning of the business cycle, leads coming in, what applications to use, when you need to nurture the relationship, what applications to use, when you need to have reporting, when you need to have like working tools, project management. I will go over different business cases and will break it to pieces, which applications supposed to be used and why. It's going to be a long session. We are going to cover everything. But if you are a Zoho One user, existing one, or someone that wants to have Zoho One, I recommend you to watch this session because it will save you lots and lots of time and lots of money and lots of pain. So I recommend you to do it. Obviously, it's a long session. I'm also not enjoying having a 1 hour session or so, but I think it will give you tons of value. So let's begin. So first of all, as for the license, right now the prices are about $37 for a license or $90. This is also something that people are getting confused. And before I even jump to that, to the licenses, in the description below, you have a link to contact us. We're doing it for free. We will help you find the right license. We'll explain everything. If you want, you can buy it from us. You will get some freebies. You will pay Zoho directly. We're not piggybacking on the price, but we'll give you free support, free things, free courses. So lots of good stuff will come from it. So just give you some heads up. So if you are going to have all the employees in the company, then it will be $37 per month for Zoho One. If you will have only few people from the company using Zoho One, it will be $90. So usually, if more than about 35%, 40% of the people in the company are going to use Zoho One, just go with all the employees. It will cost you less. And also there are many tools that I will touch on in this session that you can utilize for all the employees in the company, even if only some of them are going to use, let's say, the CRM or campaigns and so on. So just so you understand the licensing part. As for the license, you might be a new user, someone that just started Zoho right now, or it can be someone that already using Zoho CRM or CRM Plus or other applications and you want to upgrade. If it's a new license, you can just create the account and we can give you obviously also 30 days free trial so you can experiment with the software. And once you work with it, then you start enjoying working with Zoho One. If you have an existing license, Zoho CRM, Zoho Desk, any kind of application, and you want to use Zoho One, contact us. We will help you migrate all your applications to Zoho One, and then you can use it. We're not charging money for it. You can feel free to do it with us. We'll do it for you. It takes us a few minutes to do it, and the data will not be lost. And that's the important thing. Next, let's talk about a business journey. And as you can see, lots of work was invested here so we can give you lots of value. And obviously, if during this session you like what I'm giving you here, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Highly appreciate it. In this section, all those bubbles will be how leads are being received to a CRM. Zoho is super robust. And here I will show you different ways that leads can be received in the system and also which applications are related to those lead sources. So the first lead source will be what I call it self-serve. You will have an email. The email will have a link to book an appointment. There is a tool or an app named Zoho Bookings. Zoho Bookings will have a way for your customers to book appointments by themselves. So they will click on a link. There will be a small form with first name, last name, email, or if you want even more questions, number of employees, company, whatever it's related to you, they will be able to select a date and time, and the date and time will be related to your calendar. So this special application will check your calendar and will book an appointment only in slots that you allow those slots to be booked on. So for example, I will allow creating meetings between 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And if there is anyone that already booked there, or those slots are closed for some reason, then no one can book there. They can open only on the open time slots between 9 to 12, as an example. So that will be Zoho Meeting, booking. Whenever you have Zoho bookings, usually you will have it on the website. So let's say that if we're talking about our website, if I go to the contact, for example, I don't want people to go and send me a form because we're getting spam and crap like that. People need to go here and they can book appointment directly from here. They click on a date, they click on the time, they book appointment, and it's done. So it will be exactly the same way. Another way is when you're sending emails, there will be in the signature of the email will be book an appointment. And if someone clicks there, it will open the calendar and they can book the appointment. So that will be one lead source. Second lead source will be Zoho Social. So Zoho Social, right now it's on the way to change to a Zoho CRM plugin. I don't know if they already did it, but if not, in any case, the functionality will be the same. When you have social advertisements, let's say Facebook advertisement, Instagram advertisement, X advertisement, those advertisements will eventually create a lead form that people will fill their name, their details, and so on. This integration will push them automatically to Zoho CRM. So you will have all the details of those people automatically going to CRM. The magic here is that usually Facebook advertisements, for example, will provide you Excel. So people filling the form, let's say at 10 a.m. The day after, someone from your company will check the leads, will export to Excel, where we'll copy them to the CRM, start calling them. You already lost 1 or 2 days. You already lost the leads. It's a lost cause. In this case, when the integration is live, you're going to have all the people coming from your advertisement automatically into your CRM where your salespeople are, and they're automatically starting to call those people and closing deals. It's fantastic. Next, you have Google Ads. So with Google Ads, there is a native integration that you can use. It's connected to Google advertisements, Google AdWords. We also created our own solution that is much better than the native one, that is actually tracking the campaigns automatically. And we can connect our solution to any type of advertisement, trade shows, Google AdWords, marketing campaigns, and so on. And eventually you will have a campaign, you will see list of campaigns, and for each campaign you can see how much, what is the campaign, how much money you made from it, which is money in your bank account, which is the most important thing, how many leads you made for it, how many contacts, and so on. Very, very clear to see which campaigns are winners or losers. So there is the native free integration with Google AdWords, or the one that we created, which is paid, but it's just different level. So Google AdWords is also supported. Next, we have phone calls. Sometimes business owners don't really understand the magnitude of having a phone system connected to their CRM. When I will have, for example, salespeople or call center people or anyone that is working with the CRM, first of all, I need a way to make sure that they are saying the right things. Maybe they need to be re-educated. So I need to have the recordings. If the recordings are in the phone system, I don't really know how to connect it to the person in the CRM. So whenever the phone system is connected, such as RingCentral, for example, I will have a place, let's say Lior will be the client in the CRM, I will have an area that will say phone calls. And I can click there and I can see the phone call and I can listen to the recording. Now we can also have an integration that we created. The integration will grab the recording and will keep it in the CRM. So you will have it forever. Usually with phone systems like RingCentral and all the other phone systems, they will not save the recording forever. They will save it for a few months. But I want to keep it forever. Some businesses like medical businesses, insurance, wealth managers, and so on, they must save the recording for, I think, 7 years. In any case, I think that every business needs to save it because there is a weight to what you are telling your customers. Also, on the education side, you need to understand what's going on there. So there is lots of weight. Also, when lead comes in, I like to stamp how fast the salespeople calling those leads. So I will have an area. Let me just open here. Okay, so let's say that, let me open one of those leads. So you can see that we have here in the system, lead first response time in minutes. So this is a field that we run automatically that will calculate how fast there was the first phone call. So lead came in and after 12 minutes, the salesperson called this person. Now, I like to keep this number because after some time you can see when the number is going up, let's say 30 minutes, 60 minutes, depending on your industry, you can see that you're starting to lose deals. People are not approachable anymore because they've already been contacted by your competition and they stole your business. So this is super important. Okay, so phone calls. And by the way, if you need RingCentral, we can give you a better price than RingCentral. We are resellers. We're getting obviously reseller commission. We can give you a better deal because we discount our price in order to give you a good price. So both of us win here. So if you need a RingCentral account, let us know. You also get our SMS extension for free for 1 year. It's a very good deal. Anyway, let's continue. Next, we have SMS. So with RingCentral, for example, you will have a phone line that you can have phone calls, but you will have also SMS system that you can communicate with your customers. The way that it works, you will have on the left side, you will have here a system. On the right side, you will have the messages that are being sent by the system or by a person. On the left side, you will see the communication. So you will have everything in one place. You will be able to send the files, you will be able to load templates, you can write them yourself, and everything is being done by the system. There is also a mobile application that you can use, and this mobile application will have the SMS that are being sent from the CRM or from the mobile. So it's all in one place. SMS, by the way, just so you know, for the business side, I really like to send text messages. Whenever lead comes in, I will wait 10 minutes and then I will write a text message automatically. Hey, John, thank you for sending the details. I am right now on the phone talking to a customer. Give me a few minutes, I will call you back. So now they will not continue shopping around. It will buy me some time until I'm going to call them. So it works beautiful. And it stops them from continuing their shopping spree. So that's awesome. Next, we have the website. As I showed you here, you can have a website form. In this case, you will use or Zoho Forms or marketing automation. I'm personally more on the Zoho Form side. It's less complicated. Works exactly the same way. And whenever there is a lead that is being sent from the website, it will automatically go into your CRM. It will create a new lead, and you will see in the CRM that a new lead was created, something like that, and you can start working on it. On the CRM side, when working with a new lead, I always like to go with a blueprint. I don't like my employees clicking around on different fields. It's confusing. They need to understand what each field does. Super difficult. I will give my employees specific areas that they can click on. Next, we have emails. Whenever emails coming in, sometimes there will be, let's say, a referral, or someone says, I like to work with you, or I need some pricing, and so on. What most people will do, they will copy paste information from the email to the CRM. when you're using Zoho Mail, which is one of the Zoho applications, and for the people that don't know Zoho Mail, it will be a mail application like Google Mail or Outlook, but it's much, much more futuristic and advanced than Outlook and Gmail combined. For example, let's assume that I'm just receiving an email and I need to communicate with Carol about this specific email. Instead of forwarding the email, which that's what you will do in Gmail and Outlook, I can open a chat area and communicate with Carol like a chat in the email. So there is no need to forward anything. I just communicate like a chat. One more thing that I really like is the integrations. Email comes in and I want to convert this email to a lead because this person wants services. I will click on a button. It will grab the name, the email, the details, will create a lead automatically for me, and the salespeople already starting to work on it. So it's really, really nice. The curse and the benefit for Zoho Mail, it's advanced. So people like me will see it as a huge upside because I'm techie. People that are not techie maybe will see it as too advanced. So you need to experiment and check it out before you decide. When we have referrals, so let's assume that Josh is one of the people that's sending me business all the time. Josh will have a form on his computer, and the form, whenever Josh will fill it, leads will come my way, and I will know who sent the lead. So it will automatically come my way. So when you're having a bunch of people referring you business, they will have their own form. Each one will have its own form. Whenever they will send you someone, let's say that Josh is a mortgage agent and Josh will fill the details, and then those details will be sent to his friend, which is referring business to, and he is a real estate agent. Or the real estate agent will have a form of John, the mortgage guy, and he will refer business to him. The thing is, you don't need to call the person saying, hey, I'm going to send you someone. There is no need. Fill the details, click enter. It will automatically go to the CRM, automatically have the referral as the person who referred the person. And also, by the way, I really like to have some automations around it, automatically say thank you to the person who sent the form. There are many usages to it. I can also, if there is a financial benefit to it, I can automatically send it to the accounting system for payable. There are many things that can be done. The bottom line is, with Zoho Forms, you can create forms that automatically will have who is the referral, and all that will come eventually to the CRM. It's fantastic. Next, we have the affiliates. So sometimes you will have a third-party website that you will buy space on, or maybe you will buy leads from. And they will send you leads over email, or they will ask you to log into their website to download those leads. Waste of time. You're losing the speed, and the speed with leads is almost everything. It's about 80% of closing a lead is how fast you are connecting with them. In that case, we are able to automatically push those leads to the CRM. If those third-party applications that you work with, those websites will have APIs, we can use Zoho Flow, which is it's a bridge. It's a system that can accept APIs, can connect in and integrate with third-party applications and push the data back into the CRM. So it knows how to do that. It's a very nice system. If you know Zapier or Automate.io and so on, it's exactly the same, but it's part of the Zoho system and you don't pay additional license for it. In addition, sometimes we will use Zoho Deluge, which is the coding language of Zoho. We will receive the information over email. We will parse the email and grab the information automatically and push it to the CRM as new leads. So we have lots of experience doing that, and that's what we usually like to do on the affiliate side. Then we have the Facebook messages, Instagram messages, X messages. In most cases, you will have the business owner that will have those accounts. They will not give access to other employees because obviously the person with the access can close the account, and this is a bad thing. In those cases, the owner or someone in the company needs to go to the social media, go to the messages, copy the message, give it to someone to work on, and when there is a communication, they always need to do it. Horrible. We can integrate Zoho Social, which is an application in Zoho One that can receive the message. We can automatically take the message and create a lead in the CRM with this information, which means all the communication will be done by the salespeople without accessing your social media accounts. Then we have Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator will be an application to create anything. Using low code, you can create any type of application that you have in mind. Super powerful, works very, very nice. As an example, let's say that you have a trade show. If you think about trade shows, most of the cases you will talk to a representative in the trade show, and only a week later they will call you together with another 200 vendors. What I like to do is whenever someone talks to you, let's say I will be in a booth, someone is talking to me, I will have a Zoho Creator application, I will collect the data, maybe take a picture of this person or his tag and so on. I will have this information. Automatically, this person goes into a nurturing process that will be, let's say, first email, hey, it's Lior with my picture. So now we recognize me and the name. Thank you for being in my booth. We have a special promotion during the event, 20% off, but it's only for the event. So instead of me now chasing him a week later that he don't even know who I am, I will have a very nice conversation with him during the event because I have an unbeatable offer to give him. So Zoho Creator can do a bunch of things. We have also one customer that is in the insurance industry. We created a fantastic solution for them that is doing like really good. Whenever they're talking to someone, they will take a picture of his driving license. It will go to the system. We'll check if this person is already an existing customer. If they are an existing customer, it will go to an update field that they can upgrade his account. If they are not in the system, it will create automatically a new onboarding process. So the system can do lots of good things. Lots of logic can be applied. Really nice. Then you have Sales IQ. Sales IQ will be something like that. So it's a chatbot that sits on your website. Whenever you click on it, it can be or fully automatic, like here that you will have, it will ask you for the first name and then it will ask you for the last name and then bunch of details. So that will collect all the information that I would collect as a person. But eventually after it's collecting the information, then it will take me to the right agent based on the information that I entered, because I don't want my customers to speak to bots. It's a bad experience. In addition, it's also logging lots of information that I will talk about later on in this process. Next, we are going to have all those leads from all the sources going into one place, and this is Zoho CRM. Let me just show you Zoho CRM for a second that you will understand what I'm talking about. So we used to work in the past 20 years with Salesforce, HubSpot, Sugar CRM, and so on, Tiger CRM. Nothing in the market right now is even close to Zoho CRM. Money-wise for sure, and also feature-wise. So this is why we are Zoho CRM. Now, when you go to CRM, you will have a dashboard. You can see in a second what you need to do today. So those will be all my follow-ups. Those will be my task, meeting for today, blah, blah, blah. Awesome. Now, in addition, there are lots of stuff that I can do with Zoho CRM in a relatively easy way that with other systems like Salesforce will cost me tens of thousands of dollars. As an example, let's say that a new lead was received. I can have here some kind of bunch of buttons with some brain that I don't need to teach my employees why they need to do things. For example, very common when a lead comes in, go to the lead source and fill it up. Click on the rating, have a rating for it. Ask the person what is his title. Go here and Way too much. No one can remember these things. I want my employees to follow those buttons. All I need to explain is when a new lead comes in, call them. If you're able to talk to this person and the person have no time for you, which means I'm busy, call me tomorrow, click on follow up required, write when is the next time that you need to talk to them and also what is the reason, and click on save. Another option, you call the person and right now you have an active conversation, you're talking to them. Fill all the details that are in red. It's not for you to choose those fields. I tell you that you need to have those fields. And you need to have what they're interested in, what is the preferred communication, their name, opportunity details, and if you miss something, it won't let you proceed. And the last option, very common in 2024, call not answered. If it's not answered, I want you to automatically send them an email or an SMS follow-up. I always recommend you to do SMS, obviously, it's fantastic. And then when you send them, you click on the button, it will do multiple things. It will set the next follow-up automatically to when I want it to be. It will automatically stamp how fast I was able to contact them. In this case, probably I need to be fired. It was 75,000 minutes. Usually I prefer to have 10, 15 minutes. And it will schedule a follow-up for me. Everything will be done automatically for me. And that's fantastic, and that's how it should be. Okay, so those buttons, we call them a blueprint, and my company designed those kind of blueprints and those flows so they can match the business. Okay, so now the lead is coming in, we worked on it. There is a chance that there is a deal, maybe there is no deal, but now we are going to start exploring the other application. The first set that we are going to talk about will be the nurturing part. When a lead comes in, there is a chance that it's a lost lead. And if it's a lost lead, I want the lost leads automatically to go into a nurturing campaign to receive the SMS and emails based on what are the needs. It might be that this is an existing client and I want to offer them different services and maybe upsell the account or maybe just provide them value and be a good vendor. Those are the tools that will help you do exactly that. So first of all, Zoho Webinar, which we are using as well, will allow you to run webinars, live webinars to your customers or maybe to prospects. And you can run a webinar, people can ask questions, those can be recorded. It's a full webinar like any other webinar in the marketplace. Zoho Backstage is a very interesting product. Let me show you. It's a product that allows you to run a full event using Zoho. So that will create you the website. It will create the entire event and the agenda, and you can sell tickets, and it will look exactly like that. And you can have a gallery of what will be there and sponsors. Everything will be done for you, and it's part of Zoho One. Zoho, for example, are running their events on Backstage, which their events are huge. It's thousands of people, and it's working really, really well. And also it can integrate with Zoho CRM. So it's a very nice product. Zoho Campaigns will be really a nurturing system. It's a system to deliver emails or text messages based on criteria. So the basic one, it's funny, today I talked to a customer and I explained about the automations of Zoho Campaigns. And then my customer asked me, can you upload list of people and send them an email? And it's funny, I didn't even say it, because that's really an old way of doing business in the Zoho world, because it's so advanced that I forgot to talk about the basics. Absolutely. You can upload the list, you can mail to the list, you can have automations that when let's say a lead is going to close lost, which means you lost the lead, then it will automatically receive some emails about trust on a weekly basis or monthly basis. You can also create much more advanced automations. For example, when someone clicks on a link in the email, it will automatically go to Zoho CRM, and then they will start a salesperson will get engaged with them because they showed interest. So you can do a bunch of things with Zoho Campaigns. It syncs together with the database of Zoho CRM. So anything that happens in CRM will influence Zoho campaigns. With Zoho Social in this aspect, when I touch Zoho Social multiple times, you can schedule posts. So let's say that let's say Sunday, I will schedule 30 posts that will run on all my social media, you can do YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and X, Google My Business. You can have a bunch of socials, probably I missed few, and those posts will go to all those in one shot, and you can schedule them for the next of the month, for example. So lots of things can be done with Zoho Social, but posting to your social is also, you can also see statistics about Zoho Social. It's very nice. Zoho Thrive will not be part of Zoho One. You will need to pay a little bit extra for it. And Zoho Thrive will be a way for you to have an affiliate marketing. You can have affiliates, you can pay them when they send you traffic or when there is a deal. It can have APIs with Zoho CRM, so the system can talk to each other. And you can also have with Zoho Thrive a reward system for your customers that they will gain points when they are having any kind of business with you. So when someone referred you someone or anything like that, they will get points and they can use the points to buy services in your company. Zoho Sites is a way for you to create websites, and landing pages is almost the same, but here you will have templates for landing pages. I would say that those tools will be for new businesses. If you are a mature business, probably you go with WordPress and other better systems. If you're a beginner business, I would say that Zoho Sites and landing pages will be a fantastic option for you. Next, let's go to the next octopus area, and that will be project management. Some businesses will need to have project management. Some of them will be, let's say, Zoho To Do. Zoho To Do will be a very basic way to log tasks. And let me show you how it works. So you will have in Zoho To Do, you will have, first of all, the unified view. The unified view will show you tasks from all the Zoho systems. You can have tasks on Zoho Mail. You can have tasks on Zoho Projects, on Zoho CRM, Connect, People Desk. All those are Zoho applications which can have some kind of tasks. And if you will go to the unified view, you can see all your tasks. I would never recommend anyone to have tasks more than one place. So if you work with Zoho Projects, this is your place. If you work with To Do, this is your place. So me, for example, I will use To Do to sync tasks with my assistant. So while I'm in a meeting, I would go, for example, to my area, and then I will click, for example, here on the plus button, and I will say, send proposal to John. And then that's in the system, she receives it, she's taking action on it, and it took me about half a second to do it, 3 seconds. So this is a very easy task management system. Zoho Sprints will be for Agile. So if you're doing Agile, you know what I'm talking about. Zoho Sprints will be for you. I won't even say more about that, but this is for sprints. Zoho Projects will be a traditional project management system. Milestones, task list, tasks. You can have dependencies between tasks. If you're in this world of projects, you know what I'm talking about. Zoho Projects can also create timesheets. Timesheets can go into the billing system to charge customers. Bunch of things. Very, very nice. Zoho Backtracker, I don't think it's part of Zoho One. I think it's extra fee, but that allows you to track bugs for software engineers and so on. As you can see, I'm concentrating on the applications that are more common for most people and not, just any application. I don't want to waste your time. We will have a bunch of applications that you can work with, and those will be day-to-day working tools. Before I will go here, I will tell you something about the Zoho One, which is very important. Zoho One, one of the biggest magic of Zoho One is that with a click of a button, I can create a new employee in the system and assign applications to. And when this employee is terminated or leaving the company, with a click of a button, I can close his access to everything. So if they have access to passwords and access to documents and access to records in the CRM and forms and anything else, or social media, in a second, in a click of a button, they have no access anymore to anything, not from their mobile devices or desktop. For business owners that already been through pain with firing people that not supposed to be in the company, and they did damage to the company because they have access to assets, you know what I'm talking about. So this is super important. Zoho To Do is also here in the day-to-day tools, not only in the project management. We already talked about that. Zoho Meeting will be a software to run online meetings. I will say that Zoom will be a Bentley, the best of the best, my personal preference. Zoho Meeting will be the Honda, will be the Subaru. And Google Meet also, it's mid-tier. Teams, this is mid-tier. And Zoho Meeting is with them. What makes it an Honda and not a Bentley, it's the quality of the audio and quality of the video. It's not the best. It's okay, but it's not the best. In my company, developers and people that are not customer facing will use Zoho Meeting, and people that are customer facing will have Zoom. So we are using both ways. Also, there is a way to integrate Zoho Meetings and Zoom if you want, whenever you have, let's say, meetings. So if you go here and you schedule a meeting to a lead, you have the option to click here on making it an online meeting. And if Zoom is integrated, it will be a Zoom meeting. And if not, right now you see it's a Zoho meeting. And then there will be a link and people can log to it and they can have the meeting with you. So this is Zoho Meeting. The meeting can be recorded. You can download them. You can share them. Same like all the other online applications out there. Zoho Click will be something like Slack. So you have a way with Zoho Click, you have a way to communicate with people. You can write messages, they can write to you. You can have group meetings, you can have group chat, you can have video meetings, you can have audio meetings. I'm using it all the time. When I'm driving, I will click on a button, I will record the message to my assistant and she can take over. When employees need me, they will call me over Click. No one have my phone number. Very, very convenient. In addition, Zoho Click can be used to send you messages. Let's say a new lead was created or a new text message was received or there is some problem in accounting or anything like that. So instead of sending you emails, then you have like a bazillion emails. Those notifications are really cool. You know what's going on, but you don't really need to take action right now and you can take action later. In addition, on the bottom of the screen of every Zoho application, or most of them, you will have the click messaging. So you can see the people that communicated with you or the system, you can click on it, you can see what's going on. It's very, very convenient. Probably Zoho Click will be one of the top applications for me. I really, really like it. It's very, very nice. Next, we have Zoho Show, Zoho Writer, and Zoho Sheet, which will be the same as Word document, Excel, and PowerPoint. Those are existing online. You can share it with people. You can collaborate with people. Same like Outlook or Google Drive and so on. The magic, everything is on Zoho. And as I said before, if you terminate a license to an employee, they lose control to everything. You don't need to start going to your Gmail and Outlook and different places. It's all in one place. That takes us next to Zoho Sign. Zoho Sign will be a way for you to send documents for signature. But the biggest upside, it's part of Zoho. So let's say that I have here, let's go to my opportunities. And let's assume that this opportunity is now ready to be signed. So let's search one opportunity that is in the beginning of the process, and that will be opportunity created. So I can have here, for example, let's go here. So I will select the products, and this is something that we created, as you can see, amazing business results. So you can select here the different products, you can give discount and so on. I will update the opportunity, and then I can go to create proposal. That will be used, basically, it will use eventually Zoho Sign for signature. So I can select a template, I can have multiple templates for signature, it will do its magic, it will merge the information, and there will be an engine behind it, which is Zoho Sign, that will be sent to customers to sign the document. So this is one of the ways that we can do it. The reason that it takes time is just pulling information from multiple areas into the document, and then the document will be presented to me. I can see if everything makes sense, and if it is, then I can send it for signature. So I can check it out, I can see all the details are correct, everything is perfect, the products, then I can click here and I can send it for signature. So with Zoho Sign as an application, I can connect it to my CRM. I can use it as same as DocuSign to send one-off documents, or I can use templates, lots and lots of usages. If you're using DocuSign or something like that, Zoho Sign will be a huge upgrade for you, because now you will not spend so much time producing those documents. Zoho Mail, as I said before, very advanced email system. Obviously, it's a working tool. It will have lots of integrations, lots of options, a very sophisticated email system. Zoho Work Drive will be like Dropbox. It will, or OneDrive, or Zoho or Google Work Drive or Google Drive. It will allow you to have, out of the box, it comes with 5 terabytes of space. Every additional user in the system will buy you more storage, which eventually, if you have few users in the system, you have almost unlimited amount of space. You can store files. You can also integrate Work Drive with your CRM. So here, for example, you can see an area. One second, we don't have any SMS here. So we created our own extension with Zoho that called ABR Work Drive. The external folders are related to my customers, which means they can upload information and it will be here. And if there are internal files, those will go here. And those internal files will be only for my team and only we can see it. There are endless usages for Zoho Work Drive with permissions, folder structures. We can do stuff automatically. We can import information from one folder to another. We can build folders with files automatically. Really, really nice. It's a very strong tool. Lots of coding abilities on this tool. Zoho Vault will be a way for you to share passwords with employees without them seeing it. Obviously, you can also share that they can see and manage it. But what I like about it, let's say that you have now a new marketer. You give them access to your SEMrush and WordPress and a bunch of applications, and then this person is gone. He's not with the company anymore. Now you need to start track, what passwords I gave this person. In this case, because you shared those passwords using Zoho Vault, if you turn off the Zoho license, they don't have access to anything anymore. Super great. So Zoho Vault will have lots of abilities, but the high level is it's a way for you to share information. It will also be an extension that will sit on your browser. If you click on it, it will drop down with all the different passwords that you have. You can click and it will log you into the website automatically. Zoho Notebook, it's a nice one. Let me go here. So in Zoho Notebook, you will have all your notebooks in one place. So let's say that you have this notebook will be for a customer named John. Inside of that, I can start creating different items. I can create a Word document that I can start typing a note. I can have a upload picture, or from my phone I can also record videos and so on, and also from here I can upload a video. I can have a to-do, so that will be some items that I need to do, and as I go I can just mark what was done and what's not. I can have audio. I can draw things for people that know how to do it. I suck. I cannot do any of that, but some people can. So the bottom line is Zoho Notebook can store information in a very organized way, and I can share it also with my assistant or other people so they can take action after I did my part on those applications. It's very, very good. Trident will be an application that is consolidating a bunch of applications. I'm not going to touch it right now. Next, we are going to talk about knowledge. Knowledge is a big thing. So let's assume that you have Zoho Desk, which we are going to talk about it soon. It's a way for you to have a ticketing system. Whenever you have Zoho Desk, ticket comes in. How do I set up 5 monitors? If you will have the knowledge in Zoho Desk, in the knowledge base section, it will automatically bring the answer. So your customer representative will be able to answer. Click on a button, it will populate as an article, and then it can be sent to the customer. So you have a very quality answer without even thinking about it. This is how the knowledge base really takes place. In addition, my company experimenting a lot with AI. So I can take advantage of the AI in knowledge base to do things. For example, when someone goes to Sales IQ, the chatbot that I showed you before, I can have this chat to talk to the AI with the knowledge base and bring the information here. So your customers can get quality answers. There are lots of usages. Zoho Connect is one of the applications in Zoho, and also you will have there some kind of a knowledge base. And Zoho Learn will be really, really, really a knowledge base application. You will have their courses, you will have their articles and so on. When we have, for example, a new employee, the employee, let's say an assistant, they will need to take a course, they will need to score 100 in order for them to start the training. Without scoring 100 on the course, they won't be able to do it. Maybe we'll give them another shot, but they need to score 100, otherwise no go. So I'm saving years of training by creating the course once. Trainer Central is not included in Zoho One, but it's a way for you to create courses for your customers. So it's an external team versus Zoho Learn is an internal team. Next, we are going to talk about HR. So anything with employees starts with recruitment. So step number 1 will be recruiting, and the lucky ones that are able to pass the recruitment process will go to be employees in Zoho People, which is the HR system. So first of all, in Zoho Recruit, you will need to post a job requirement, what you want, what you're looking for. The moment you do that, Zoho Recruit will post it to all the job boards, free or paid, immediately. When candidates apply using those job boards, they will come automatically to Zoho Recruit. So one place, no more emails, no more craziness. It's all in one place. Because the way that Zoho Recruit works, I like to have active recruitment even when I'm not recruiting. So I'm building a database of quality people all the time. And whenever I need a developer or assistant or trainer or whatever role is, I will go to my Zoho Recruit database and I will pull the ones that passed all the interviews. And that's amazing because it's a very easy system to work with. Also, it works based on buttons. So I can click on a button that, let's say the person comes in, I read the resume. Resume is crap. I will click on no. They will receive an email. Thank you very much for applying. No match. If we need you in the future, we'll contact you. If it's a yes, it can automatically send them an email. Please schedule an interview with John. Click here. They will get Zoho bookings. They will select the date, select the time, book an appointment for 5 minutes interview. John will check their English, will check whatever, the basics. If they pass that, there will be 2 buttons. Passed, didn't pass. No pass, thank you very much, no match. If it's a pass, it will go to second interview with whatever, 30 minutes, whatever, or test or anything that you want. You can also have the ability with Zoho Recruit to have a video interview, but they talk to a machine. So you load bunch of questions, they need to answer those questions. And if everything goes well, then you invite them to a meeting. So you don't really waste time on lots of candidates. If people passed everything and they are successfully becoming an employee, they will go to Zoho People. Zoho People will have all the people that, all your employees, they can clock time, clock in, clock out. They can ask for time off like PTO. You will have there a way to manage your employees in the best way possible, including agreements and documents and everything that you need related to the employee. It's a full HR system. It's really, really big, and it can have everything that you want, even including reviews, quarterly reviews, yearly reviews. The employee can rate himself and you rate them, and you see it before John comes to your yearly review. You can see what John thinks about himself. So John sold $10,000 this year and John thinks he's a god when his quota is $600,000. So you get it before John steps into the room so you can manage expectation with John. So this is the recruit and HR. Next, we have FSM. FSM will be a field service application. Sometimes you will need to dispatch technicians or employees or salespeople or maybe multiple to one area. Zoho FSM knows how to do all that. It's not part of Zoho One. You will need to pay a little bit more for that. Well worth the money if you need a field service application. Also integrates with your accounting system, integrate with CRM. Whenever let's say the technician is on site, they can have a form based on the service. They can fill it. It can go back to your system. It's a very nice application. Really recommend you at least exploring it. If you're in this business, obviously we can help you. Next, we have Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator, you can do anything that you want. I will tell you one application that we created now to one of our customers. Zoho saw the use case and they invited him as a main speaker in the next Zoho. So this company, the company name is UTS Group. I can tell you the name because they're going to say it on stage anyway. UTS Group it's a big company, a multi-million dollar company, and they will have lots of vendors. So they're serving government, they're serving big institutions, and they have a long database of vendors. First of all, every vendor in the system is supposed to have all the licenses and approvals and documents in place. Without that, they can't even give them jobs. So the vendor will have a portal to update all those details so they can be compliant. If they're not compliant, whenever UTS needs a vendor, they won't even be part of the list until they're compliant. Second of all, sometimes UTS will have jobs. They want to push a job to multiple vendors to bid. Once they are pushing a job from CRM, they will click on a button that will go to Zoho Creator and go automatically to multiple vendors. Vendors can bid, and then the top vendors based on rating, so how good the vendor is, and based on the price, UTS will be able to select the winner in a second. Whenever the vendors want to get paid, they need to upload their invoices into the portal. It goes to the accounting system. It's verified against the PO. And if everything is a match, they get paid. Everything is done in a very organized way. Again, there are many things in the system. I'm just telling you what we built for them. Zoho Creator is a custom application that we can do anything possible. Next, we are going to talk about the analytics part. Any business owner that is, let's say, past the 15 employees or already been in business for a few years will understand that without analytics, they cannot run the business. Without a proper analytics, I will tell you that without an analytics, it's me flying in a fighter jet without any view of what's going on. I'm just flying super fast. Hopefully I will not crash anywhere. A business needs to have analytics. Based on that, management will understand what's going on, and based on that, create some rules and fix problems and invest in the right places and improve things and so on. First of all, we have Zoho Survey. Shockingly, it's doing surveys. Whenever a job is done, let's say automatically there will be a survey being sent. Few lines, how was the service? Would you recommend on us? Whatever you want. If everything is 5, I will automatically ask them to rate us online, on Google or something else. If they don't say everything is 5, it's less than 5, even 4 stars, I will open a ticket in my ticketing system and I will ask them to tell me what's going on so I can fix whatever it is, because I want to be a 5 stars company. Zoho Analytics will be like Power BI. That will be a very sophisticated analytics system. As an example, in my businesses, I have multiple of them. For each business, I will have an analytics area with multiple dashboards and multiple reports. And I can see what each one of my companies is doing. The account receivables, how many leads we received, what campaigns are performing, how much money employees are doing, which employees are behind. Anything that I want is on this dashboard, and I can get the temperature of the business in a second. So this is Zoho Analytics. You can have their basic reports or super complicated reports that you need a developer to code SQL in order to produce those reports. Data prep will be also part of the Zoho Analytics world. It's how to prepare data. Zoho PaySense will be an application that you can see what's going on your website. As an example, you will have one of the features in heat maps, which I really like. I can see where people go on the website, what they're doing, where they're concentrating on. It gives me an idea of how humans behaving on the page, and if it's correlating to what we thought when we created this thing. You will have a bunch of features that you can do with PageSense. They are improving it all the time. I would recommend you at least to check it. You don't need really a developer for it. It's just for you click to see how that goes. And Sales IQ is also here. It's the chatbot that we talked about multiple times. The things with the Sales IQ is that when people are on your website, it will collect data, and this data is going to be stored so you can see what pages they saw, how much time on page, and so on. So it gives you some understanding of, again, the usage of people on your website. Next, we have the customer service area. Zoho Desk will be the first one. It's a way for you to work with clients. When customers will have a problem, it will be basically Zoho Desk to take care of it. In the past, I used to save money on manpower, on applications. I didn't want to spend money on Zoho Desk or other applications. I used to have an email, one mailbox that multiple employees used to have to take care of customer service. That was a huge mistake because sometimes people archived an email that was not solved. And then customer coming back super upset because he's already upset of a problem and now he's upset that no one is talking to him. It was horrible. So don't do any of this monkey stuff that I did before. It's all BS. It will kill you. So Zoho Desk is the tool. Zoho Desk is a ticketing system. You can have tickets for problems. Your clients can send emails and the emails will be translated to tickets. So your team is working with tickets, but your customers will send emails. And whenever your team is answering the ticket, it will become an email to your customer. Also, the system knows how to work with portals. So your customer can go to a portal on your website. They can create tickets there. You can have WhatsApp messages converted to tickets, Telegram, Facebook messages. You have a bunch of abilities to create tickets in your system, and when you reply, they receive it in the same way that they originated the ticket. Very, very convenient, very good. You have lots of more things on Zoho Desk. As an example, whenever a ticket comes in, you can say that if it takes more than 1 hour to respond, the first response to the ticket, escalate to a manager, and the manager will check what's going on. Maybe you want a ticket to be resolved after 1 day maximum. If it's more than 1 day, it will be escalated. So all the logic and the brain that you have will be in the application versus explaining people what you want, which they will never ever follow. But an application will do exactly what you need. You can also have a step-by-step approach. You can have conditional fields, lots of stuff. It's a very nice application. We did tons of implementations with Zoho Desk, very nice. Zoho Assist will be more for IT companies that wants to take over another computer and fix problems, install things. It's super IT. Zoho Lens will be a way for someone on site with or glasses or a phone, taking pictures or video, and someone in the office seeing what's going on and advising them based on that. As an example, one of my companies, I used to have a technician that was super, super strong, but he was super old. So he had like brain, different level human, but his body didn't function well. So he used to be in the office because he couldn't walk. He was in the office with a computer. 60 technicians were in the field asking him questions using Zoho Lens, showing him the problem, using augmented reality, showing him, the things, and he used to give them the solutions over the phone. Fantastic. So Zoho Lens, it's also a very nice one. And now we're reaching the last section, and that will be the finance. I have to say a lot about the finance. So first of all, I used to be a raving fan of QuickBooks. QuickBooks was everything for me until it wasn't. So about 6-7 years ago, I went to QuickBooks with a problem. We hired a bookkeeper. We didn't really know how to qualify a bookkeeper back then, and the bookkeeper made a mess. The books were gone, basically. I called QuickBooks. Can you recover my system? Give me a backup from last month. No backups. What do you mean no backups? It's an accounting system. Is it because I'm not paying a lot? I'm doing something wrong. Can I pay more? No backups. There is no way to recover your data. That was a problem because I lost years of books. I have no way to recover. And next, what I need to do is hire an accounting firm to rebuild my books for a few years. Super expensive. Then I work with Zoho, and I started to go very deep into Zoho Books. And I found out, first of all, that Zoho Books is much more superior than QuickBooks. And very fast, I became a Zoho Books fan, and I moved all my businesses to Zoho Books. And if you need help moving from QuickBooks to Zoho Books, we have a fantastic accounting firm that's specializing in moving companies from any accounting system to Zoho Books, if you want. Now, Zoho Books, for example, I will give you a few examples why Zoho Books is a completely different product than QuickBooks or Sage and FreshBooks and all those, or Xero and so on. So first of all, when I need to have a profit loss, for example, I can have a profit loss per segment of the business. So my business, for example, this company will have consulting, we'll have packages, let's say dedicated resources, we'll have training, and I want to know what's the profit and loss for each one of them, not for the entire business, because it might be that the VIP section doing tons of money when the other section are losing money, and I need to know about it. With Zoho Books, I have a way to segment my business. Let's say that I have now a project, $100,000 project. Against this project, I will have expenses. I will have products that I'm buying. I will have services that I'm buying. I will have vendors that I'm spending money on. I will have employees that needs to log time, and so on. In Zoho Books, I have a way to create projects, and against the projects, I can log expenses and income, and then I can see the profitability for each a project. For example, in my company, we want to be on 26% profit. Without having those tools, I don't really know if I'm 26%. Maybe one or two projects will be 90%, and the rest of the projects are 5%. And I think, well, I'm doing well. No, I'm not, because there is a huge problem. So Zoho Books can give me that, and much, much more. Zoho Expense will be a system for you to log expenses. So let's say that I have now, next week we have Zoholix. It's a Zoho event. Employees will be there. They will spend money on hotels and flights and so on. Eventually, they will upload all their invoices and receipts into Zoho Expense. Their managers will evaluate the expenses and then reimburse them the money. And all that will go to Zoho Books, to the accounting system. So Zoho Expense, fantastic expense management system. I'm also a partner in an accounting firm, and they really like Zoho Expense. They're saying it's even much better than the options that cost, $50,000-$60,000. It's much better than them, and it's free as part of Zoho One. Zoho Inventory will be an inventory system. The bare minimum, you can have inventory for items. Items comes in, you scan the barcodes, goes into the inventory, you create the purchase orders, you have sales orders, all the basic stuff. There are more advanced things that you can do. For example, you can have a warehouse that you have all the inventory. Every truck that you have employees with trucks, every truck will have its own inventory, which will be deducted from the warehouse going there. So you know what's going on. End of the day, they come back to the office, they can dump their inventory and you can see if it's matching. You can sell, for example, combos. So when I'm selling a product, let's say an iPhone, it will know that the iPhone is not only an iPhone. It can be maybe the screen and also the microphone and 5 cameras and so on. So the system will know that one product is actually equals to 1,500 different items. And Zoho Inventory can do all that. And again, it's all connected to Zoho Books, one database. It's all together. Zoho Checkout will be a way for you to have a form on your website to collect payments. Very simple. Zoho Payroll will be a way for you to have payroll for your staff, and everything is being done like ADP. Exactly the same thing. Zoho Billing will be recurring billing. So sometimes, let's say, a part of our business is that the companies will treat us as their employees. So we will be ABR, our company, Amazing Business Results. We will be an employee of the company. So we will be the Zoho professional. Instead of them spending $120,000 a year on a resource that knows one application in Zoho, they will have our company as this employee pay much less, and they will have all the applications, and we can do everything that they want because we have 24 people that knows everything about the Zoho world. In that case, in Zoho Billing, we will have a recurring billing, let's say $6,000 a month, $7,000 a month, and every month it will go to their bank account, will fetch the amount using ACH, deposit in our bank account, everything will be automatically, and only if something fails, only then we will know. Otherwise, it's done fully automatically behind the scene and we're not even really connected to it. So it's saving us tons of time and money. Also, the ability to use ACH, saving us hundreds of thousands of dollars on bank fees. So that's also a big part. Zoho Invoice will be a system shockingly doing invoices. So that will be a down version of Zoho Books, and you can do basic accounting with Zoho Invoice. So right now we covered basically all the applications that I planned for you. Zoho One is a fantastic tool. We're using it since COVID, or a year before COVID, 2019. It's very interesting. So if you're a business owner or basically anyone that needs one centralized application that will have all your data in one place, and if you need also a partner like us that can think business and understand use cases and can be a strategic partner to work with you, then there is a match. Now we can, as I said before, with licenses, we can give you licenses. We can help you migrate from one application to another. We can do all that. Anything to do with the licenses, we are a reseller, so we're getting paid by Zoho to do that. We do it for free. We don't charge you for it. What we charge for is to customize applications for you, training and stuff like that. That was a long session. So first of all, thank you for staying all the way. It means that you care about your business, and it means that you really want to understand Zoho as a software, which I really think it's remarkable. So good for you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to educate you on the Zoho products. I hope we'll see you on more videos and hopefully as a client of amazing business results.